Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
Hello, Jan.
You wanted to discuss something?
Yes. That moron who amputated his arm for no reason. Can you believe it? At a moment like this, we can't afford to have unproductive crew members on board.
Not much we can do about it now.
Well, we have to do something. That's why I wanted to talk. I could fit him with a prosthetic arm.
That's a great idea. Don't get beside yourself. It's a standard procedure in such cases.
Of course, I'd need a little time to tweak the details. Just assign the task to me and I'll know what to do. Have no doubt. If we want to meet our targets, we'll need a miner on top 4.
Hey, man. I can see you've been tense lately.
Oh, me? Nah, I'm cool.
Come on. Let me help. How do you usually deal with, anxiety?
Anxiety? I'm not a wimp. I don't do anxiety.
Well, I'd never call you a wimp, seeing how much work you get done in a day.
Thanks. I'm doing my best.
Don't you miss your previous life? What's there to miss? That life doesn't exist. What are you trying to say, that I'm pining for an imagined wife? Yes, you are. It would be much better if you focused on work instead.
What a week, huh?
You wanted to talk about something?
Yeah, our one-armed friend. I've heard the scientist wants to give him a prosthetic arm to make him more productive.
Yeah, and make his life easier.
You seriously concerned about how he feels? Because if you are, then you probably realize he didn't self-harm for no reason, and a prosthetic won't necessarily solve the problem.
What are you saying?
You might want to consider a different solution, more sophisticated and compassionate.
Compassionate?
Yeah, well, I was thinking, Rapidium speeds up organic growth, right? And since you created us, our whole bodies from just a DNA sample, can't you use the same technology to recreate a single limb?
And how would I do that? I don't have the tools to recreate limbs.
You didn't have a tool to drill through a pile of rocks either. Look, I know he felt that pain before, but what if this time you gave him his arm? One that would feel like a part of him from the very start. Show him that you believe he deserves a second chance.
How can you be sure the pain won't come back?
I can't. But something tells me it won't, because the problem is not really in his arm.
All right, I'm listening.
Poor bastard's insecure as hell. Changing that would be a big deal.
And how would you go about it?
I'm sure the scientist could figure out a way. He's too efficiency-driven to commit to it, but I know you could push him to make the extra effort.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about the miner's arm again. What's there to talk about? The solution is simple. A prosthetic arm. I was thinking, what if we try to use Rapidium to grow it back? Now, why would we want to do that? To experiment with this fascinating technology? You know what makes me tick? And it is tempting. But the timing, not so good. We're here for a simple reason. Mine as much Rapidium as we can, and bring it back to Earth. Everything else has to wait. I get your point. Still, I'm convinced we should go for it. I'm making the decisions, and I'll handle the consequences. You just do your job. You seem to have it all figured out. Fine then, just assign the task to me, and I'll get to work.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Before you head out, make sure you have all the important equipment. Haste makes waste.
At this time of day? Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet. What is going on?
How's work on the miner's new arm going? I came up with something. You could call it a serum. You can brew it in the kitchen, if you like. The arm should grow back within hours, but don't sue me if his mental problems aggravate. Aggravate? It's an experiment, isn't it? The outcome is always hard to predict. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Damn it. We don't have enough radiation filters. Nothing more to do here. Should I move there? happened in the workshop?
I don't know. I heard something, wanted to check it. Next thing I know, I woke up on the floor.
That must have been quite a scare. Hope it doesn't happen again.
Yup. I will definitely have nightmares about this place. But that's life.
You managed to recreate the blueprints?
Believe it or not, I did.
I knew you would.
I can't say that didn't motivate me. I don't often thank people, but thanks for believing in me. Anyway, now it's all down to getting those anchors in place. You'll need a specific type of superconductive polymer to build them.
This is getting annoying. Can't anything be simple around here?
You like simple, do you? Let's not get into the implications of that. So, where do I get these polymers from? They can be produced in a refinery. So you'll need to build one, ASAP. Let me warn you, it's a time-consuming process, so you'd better step on it. But I believe in you. Huh. Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Jan, can you come see me? There's a thing.
It's over. Hey, so, how am I doing? According to your high standards? You want me to tell you? When you're successful, you know it. You don't have to run around asking people. Is success really all that matters to you? What else is there? Helping others. There's value in that, true, but the needs of others are like an endless well. You'll never fill it up no matter what you do. Being successful in science, business, or even art, that gives a real opportunity to change the face of the world. Tell me, did you never even think about having that kind of impact? I remember being very motivated in the first years of my studies, motivated and competitive. Yeah. So, when did you stop pushing? I think I got tired of competing. Having to always beat others to prove I'm smart enough. I guess that's why I ditched the academic career for business. The beginning of a downfall. Why did you stay at the university?
Because of a scholarship I didn't get. Wait, you mean the one we had in our pocket? But lost in the final round, yes. I took that hard. So did I. But it motivated me. I stayed to have a go at that scholarship next year, and I succeeded. Wish I'd done the same. Of course. But then, you wouldn't be you anymore, would you? You'd be me. By the way, it's totally understandable if you prefer that. It's simple, Jan. I'm successful because I'm the version of you that doesn't get discouraged by failure. Imagine what I could achieve in your role here. You better stop talking like a rogue AI, or I'll start worrying for real. Good. Worry. A little pressure won't hurt you.
You wanted to talk? Yeah, the magnetic storm. Quite a ride, huh? Tell me about it. Glad we're out of it. For good, I hope. Hope is the mother of fools. If you ask me, it looks like recurring magnetic storms might be a thing around here. We should think about how to prepare in case another one hits us. Any ideas? Actually, yes. Tell me. Well, it's pretty obvious that during emergencies, the base relies heavily on existing supplies, right? Right? That means we could use a smarter way to manage our production, to make sure we have a stable backup of all the crucial stuff. That would be nice. Well, listen to this. I found something in the manuals. The procedure we could set up. It's called Uphold Production. It lets you choose any item you want to produce. Let's say a radiation filter, and establish the amount of it you always want to have at the ready. Whenever you have less items on stock than you need, new ones will be queued for production automatically. Just like that. Huh. That sounds like it could spare us a lot of micromanagement. Exactly. Try it out and maybe we won't die because someone forgot to make mush. So, how did it go? Wow. It was something to hear her voice again. I can't thank you enough. But she was completely different with me than, well, with the real me, you know? Constantly on her toes, almost like we'd become strangers. It was so sad. Well, what did you talk about? She was disturbed by the fact we're struggling. I'm struggling to build a bridge, all on my own. Also, she was suspicious about the mining ops director. What's his name? Maxwell? Suspicious? Why? Well, she doesn't know a lot about him, how he got that job and all.
She said it's strange that he's keeping everything so hush-hush while we're obviously having trouble to get out of here. And that he might be playing games to get all the credit for finding rupidium at the cost of your safety.
Looks like you two had an honest talk.
Almost.
Oh yeah, of course. You didn't tell her about...
No. She thought I was you. Hell, it was tough for me to lie to her. She seemed so distant. How the hell did you manage to fuck up such a good thing?
Hey.
What? You wanted my help, didn't you?
And did you help?
I tried. But there's one thing she's really touchy about.
What's that?
She can't understand why you went on this mission. It seems important to her. Why did you go?
I just needed to go. Somewhere far away. Get away from it all. From, you know, everything. So I did it for myself, I guess.
You're making it hard to help you. Can't you see that it's not the moment you signed the contract she's upset about? It's about what led to that moment, and I can't tell you what it was because...
We branched apart long before that.
Yeah. And maybe that's the moment you should focus on. Think about where you took a different path, and why.
How's that gonna make her less angry at me?
Once you put your finger on the problem, get back to me. We'll figure it out. Promise.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Let's talk about Lena again.
Always. Did you think it through?
Yes. I have a theory I'd like to share.
Hit me.
It all started when I convinced her not to move abroad.
Oh? Interesting. I remember that moment. Is this where we branched apart?
Yeah. That decision defined us.
Wow. But it wasn't just about moving, was it? I remember it well. It was a very specific feeling.
Sadness. Selling the house, our house, it made me sad.
The house?
Yeah.
We put so much effort to prove that we could give her a good life, and now, the thought of having to start all over again. It felt like I would be losing something I worked so hard to achieve. So, you convinced her to stay.
Yeah. And you agreed to go.
Right. What happened after?
I started working my ass off like crazy to pay the mortgage, support us both, prove it was the right decision to stay, but in the end,
you had less time for her.
I had no time. I was exhausted and we just grew apart.
Okay. I think I've heard enough.
Really?
Yeah. Can't you see the pattern? You're always trying to prove something, be in control, build a big house, work overtime, go to friggin' space if nothing else works, instead of just taking the passenger seat sometimes, letting go and just enjoying the ride.
You want me to enjoy the ride now?
All I'm saying is you can try to trust her a little more.
You're right. How can I change that?
Think about it. When was the last time you asked her for something? Huh? She's a biotechnician, for crying out loud, and here we are struggling with those polymers. I bet she could tell us how to do it better. All you need to do is ask. Tell her you need her help. For once, rely on someone else other than yourself. I can try, I guess. Good. Do it. You won't regret it.
I have something for you. If it's painkillers, I don't need them anymore. I'm fine.
No. I've decided to grow you a new arm.
What?
Yeah. Sounds crazy, but here it is. A special Dulski brew made only with freshly mined rupidium.
You're fucking with me.
Why would I? I want you to be happy.
Okay, you are fucking with me. Grow back my chopped off arm? Yeah, that's a good one, man.
No, not grow it back. It'll be a new one this time. Your own arm.
Oh, wow.
It'll be part of you, and I'm hoping it won't cause you pain anymore.
Shit, man. This is, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's confusing as fuck, but you're really getting me used to that. Okay, yeah. What the hell? I guess if you want to experiment on me. Why not?
Jan?
Hi, Elena.
It's good to hear you. I was a bit out of line last time we spoke. It was harsh in your situation. Is everything okay?
I think I am going to need you.
Oh, okay.
Remember when I told you I was building a bridge?
Right. That sounded very unsettling.
And I need to get my hands on a lot of superconductive polymers in a very short time. Truth is, I don't know shit about what I'm doing, and I thought, well, since this is kind of your thing, maybe you'd have some idea how to speed it up?
Superconductive polymers. Right. Have you thought of... I mean, since you brought this to me, I suppose you have access to organic matter of some kind.
Yeah.
Okay. How about a place you can grow plants in? Do you have anything like that?
Yeah, I have a greenhouse.
Great. Well, good news is there is a way to get your polymers by processing organics. I can send you detailed instructions, but honestly, I'm worried that gathering resources and operating a greenhouse might be a little too much for one person.
Yeah. Well, I know, but why don't I give it a try?
Sure, it's just... I could have helped you so much earlier, and you'd have more time. It's really starting to bug me how mining ops are not going by the book about this. It's outrageous. I think I have to say something.
Wait, what do you want to do?
I don't know yet. I have to think it through.
All right. Yeah, just... Please, don't make waves, all right? Last thing I need is a corporate shitstorm on top of everything else.
Don't worry, I'll be reasonable. I'm glad you reached out, Jan. Talk later, okay? Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
To draw your attention to something. Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
Hey, something you wanted to discuss with me? Remember our little chat about success? Yeah. What about it? I wanted to suggest we push harder. Tell me. Crunch hours. Clean and simple. A lot of productivity is wasted on socializing, binge watching a series for the 100th time, or just pointless moping about. People can work till they drop, you know. It's been done before in emergency situations. Will we really be more productive? Just watch and rejoice. Of course they won't be happy about it, but it's a small price to pay. I guarantee that. Still, it doesn't sound like something I could keep up forever. No, but even doing it at small intervals can drastically speed up the completion of crucial tasks. Okay? Why not? I might just try it out. Excellent. Just don't wait until they get used to procrastinating too much. You wanted to talk? Yes. I managed to come up with a satisfactory magnetic storm prediction system. They'll be ready for the next one when it comes. If it comes.
Great. I feel safer already. But that's not all. While analyzing the nature of this phenomenon, I discovered something very curious. You do know how dangerous it is to be outside the base during a magnetic storm, right?
I do now. The radiation levels go crazy. It could be lethal.
Well, it might be hazardous to health, but if you're a risk taker, it could also be worthwhile.
What do you mean?
I've been performing some observations, and it seems that the energy of the magnetic storm stimulates certain resource deposits to be more active and productive. 2 types of deposits, to be precise. Organics and rubidium. In practical terms, it means they can be mined much more efficiently during a storm. Isn't it fascinating, Jan? Those resources are in tune with the magnetic field somehow. It's like a mysterious, unheard-of ecosystem.
Absolutely. We need to make use of that discovery.
Of course, feel free. As long as you don't send me out there.
How are you? Busy day, huh?